I don't think we're gonna go. I want like really loose lettering, but I want it to be intentional, like worked, not just quick. But I also want it to look, I guess, childlike and not sloppy. It's weird. This will be hard to probably articulate the lettering I'm going for. Almost would be great if it was a font. Like, I kind of wanted to treat it like a font, as if it existed already. That probably doesn't make sense, but that's as close as the best description of what I'm trying to accomplish. And you can see it's very translucent on purpose here. Intentionally messy. Let's see. And what it's going to say, I'll leave you hanging here for a minute, actually. Oops, sorry about that. Well, we'll exaggerate a little bit here. Maybe like it's almost painted fingers, finger painted. I actually don't want it to. A little bit doesn't matter. I don't want clumps, okay. The real objective is to give this background some depth. So it's not just me attempting to be artistic. It's the background was too empty, it wasn't working. It needed something. So I just had a good idea. I don't care what it says. Curious what this. You can see this glaze is being utilized. Let's close it. Mombi the zombie. What's happening? Okay. This will dry like today because it's like a wash, a glaze, as you say, and so it's got liquid. And then I think like I'll tidy it. I don't know yet. I do want the background to be full of the letters as far as my composition. It could have said anything, but I was wrapping my head around things that I thought about over the last couple, even months. I was going through my notebook. And I was thinking about, it says serial killers can still see shooting stars. Serial killers still can see shooting stars. I thought that was profound. Shooting still can see. No, kind of like, I'm not taking it away, I'm just getting rid of the clumps, and I actually don't care at all at this point about what's, let's see if I like this sponge look. Yeah, see, it's like leaving remnants when I do that, like around. This is just a tool for me to, yeah, Sean Penn, that was a good character. He was pretty gnarly. I don't know who it is yet. It's kind of like it's a placeholder. Mind you, I have been working on him for a bit. Got the legs where I want, the helmet's what is going to be worked on now. And then we'll tune it up as we go along. Forgive me, this will be annoying for a minute. But as for my background, I just want it to be, it needs to be worked, and this is the first step. But I think that'll be even the name of this painting. Shooting stars can, sorry, serial killers can still see shooting stars. Okay. Now, I told you this is the best part because, let's go here, let's clean up. I made a decision. I don't think we'll add tattoos to him. Maybe some, I'm not sure yet. But we are gonna load up his helmet. You guys can help me with this. we'll do like a really big. So one thing is you kind of pretend like this is an actual 3D sculpture, this helmet. So where I have my lines, you imagine like there's actual dimension here. Pennywinkle, what's going on? Pennywinkle, what's going on? So then you use the helmet, you treat it like it's like literally like a sculpture. So these lines need to be accounted for, the shape. And then let's pick, I wanted to go straight across. And so this tag will be very aggressive and large. How are you doing today, Pennywinkle? Out of 10. We'll do a tag that is like big block. Gundam plant my seed. I was looking at some Gundam stuff maybe actually a couple weeks ago. Okay. Switch up the brush. I'm going to keep this color. I actually think I am trying to look for kind of that consistency. I want it to look super intent. Everything is like super intentional when you're painting these graffiti tags. Like someone, like a third party did it. They stepped in front of a wall and actually painted this after the fact. And it's also aged, and it's also, some of them are pretty amateur. And then some of the tags, like this one, I would imagine is like a professional did it. So let's give it the time it needs here. No one, what's up? The story is serial killers can still see shooting stars. That's the placeholder for the name. And I really think it's all like, this seems like kind of pretentious, but I really just, if my natural go-to are mashups, but it's not maybe what kind of, it's more than that. It's kind of like the idea of my memories are confused. And so I'm obsessed with the idea that, like, if you see a crime and you witness the perpetrator committing the crime, and you see that they had a blue shirt on, and then you have to do a police report, and you tell the police, hey, the perpetrator had a blue shirt. And then you watch the CTV, 2-3 months down the road, you watch the footage of the crime, and you realize that the perpetrator didn't have a blue shirt. They had a red shirt on. But you are 100% certain that they had a blue shirt. And that kind of stuff happens all the time. But in my own life and in my, so I'm always questioning, and then you even have the Mandela effect of what, even that's in the case of kind of like mass groups think it's one way, only to find out, no, it was never that way. But everyone believes, like the spelling of something. I've been painting bent memories, and like your memories are lies for now, like almost getting on a decade. So it's not so much just mashing things. It's like if someone told you, if you had dementia and were in an old folks home, and then your great grandkids came into the room and told you, no, this is American Psycho. He had a helmet. He had a Gundam helmet, an Optimus Prime helmet. And you go, really? I don't remember that. That character having a helmet? That doesn't make sense. But then when everyone tells you, no, he had a helmet, your brain, for a number of reasons, will then have to capitulate or come to some sort of understanding, I guess, oh yeah, oh, you start to play games. You're like, oh yeah, he did have a helmet. And so now your new understanding of what once was logged in differently into your mind, into your memories, is now completely shattered. And I'm trying to capture that. And confuse the past, where if this painting was the only thing that survived the nuclear annihilation of the planet and was floating in space, whatever new group found this character, they're like, oh, this must have been how humans looked. They had helmets. And they procreated in an unusual fashion. On and on I go with these kinds of ideas and thoughts. On and on you can go. But I'll backpedal a little bit and just say that it's more about confusing my memories and trying to confuse pop culture. And he had a helmet? Really? In the movie? Yeah, he had a helmet. You didn't know that? You don't remember that? And the more confusion I can create, the more I feel like I'm doing my job. Getting carried away. Okay, so let's go back here. Getting lost, rather. Let's go here. I think we want like a character, so let's do... But we'll cut it off, so we'll do... So right now it's just about blocking in the tags and the graffiti and the imagery. We'll keep this color. Basically this whole thing will be full. Let's imagine where some of the highlights are while I have this color out. Kevin Bacon, it's a placeholder. It almost looks like William Dafoe more than Optimus Bateman. Yeah, that's good. Let's go here. Probably put, let's go. Oh yeah, let's actually, okay, I got an idea. Because you just gave me an idea, Optimus Bateman. That just gave me an idea. We'll imagine this character as a Bateman. This doesn't mean anything yet, but it's going to be like a Batman. What else was American Psycho in? See, everything has to be implied because you don't get a full, it's not like a blank canvas. It's a blank canvas in a sense, but everything's cut off because you got to treat it like it's 3D. You don't want to put it on like straight on, it just won't make sense. So let's go here because it will even add some, like as it dries, we'll add some depth and some shadow and stuff too. All right. I think here though. And so when you go around, you just keep tidying it up. I'll even get my glasses on. Eventually. Now, let's see what we did here. Yeah, see, this is almost crazy enough. It's not quite touch dry, but it's settled more than before, so that is great. That puts us in a great spot. Because then I get to play with the background a little bit better now. Calm some of it down. I actually don't want it to be too aggressive. I want it to be subtle. Yeah, the Mandela effect in real time. Yeah, that's kind of like really why mashup stuff, it makes me excited. One, it's really fun to be like creative like that, where you take pop culture and just confuse it all to hell. I really enjoy that. But I also think like further down the road, we can start confusing things when people look back in 50 years and stuff. The more confusion happens, and I feel like the world's more and more confusion. Like before, like I remember the days when mashup stuff really started popping off, and now it's just like it's unavoidable. In pop art, it's taken over, really. Okay, I want to do. So there's no really roadmap here. You just kind of keep. Let's go with. You want to try to like do some different styles too, because you don't want it to make it look like it's all the same artist that has tagged the helmet. So you won't be able to get any sort of real. So I'll tell you, it just says darkness, but I was born in the dark. And soon we'll start covering everything. This becomes like a cluster, a mess. Just like graffiti, like a wall of graffiti with no oversight. There is some rhyme and reason, like I want it to look presentable. Let's go here. Orange background on that one would be striking. Thanks, no one. Yeah, orchestrating a cacophony of pop culture milieu. There you go. You get me. Maybe we should put the word milieu in here. Shall we, Nolan? Let's go milieu here. No. Here's your orange for now. I want it to be a different style of graffiti. So we'll just do like lines, like spray. I think I used to be like way faster and then try to, but I think it's better to play. Oh, actually what we'll do is we're going to do like the standard Basquiat crown. That will turn into milieu. Is there 2 L's or 1 L? You kind of just let yourself do whatever. Everything is still malleable, and this says Oreo. That'd be a tagger's name, right? Oreo. What's your tag name? Oreo. Cool. We'll throw my name in here, but maybe not. Okay. We're not ready for the black, but we'll do a white. White's important, actually. Surprisingly. It's kind of like an off-white because you can build it up too. Okay, so now Ryan Clark, American Psycho, that's the origins of this tale. And right now it's kind of like a placeholder with a face. It's like half William Dafoe, half something else. Okay, let's go. I like my ghosts. Before you assume it's not good or incorrect, just let it breathe, because remember, it's kind of like everything is kind of temporary still in this position. If we don't like something, it's okay. Let's do, sometimes I'll even look at some like graffiti walls, like stock images or like street images on Google, see what kind of milieu we can concoct. Please give it more and more hours and change the face into William Dafoe. Yeah, it was more William Dafoe yesterday. But it's still placeholder. I'm not sure what's going to happen. I do like, William keeps showing up, I'm not going to lie. Like, I actually didn't purposefully try William. It just happened that way. Let's do, I like the outlining like this. This is really strong. I'll show you. This looks like a tag more than anything when you do these outlines and like these bubbly letters. Then you can add some like drop shadow to them too. Right, that standard tag, I love that. We'll do it again over here, but a little different. Let's go with, see, this will have to probably be like reworked because it needs to be, I'm imagining it's darker shadow here. Let's go. Same within here. I'm not feeling that yet. But once we get everything on, it probably needs a couple rounds because you do need to go over things and like I don't really necessarily even like this main tag here. I can't even remember what, oh, Psycho or something. Come on. Let's try adding a new color. Probably want like some hot pink or something. Let's do that. Goblin mode. Helendez papier. Let's go. I like the word goblin a lot. I'm trying to think of a tag. Oh yeah, we'll do like this tag, like, you know, this is me attempting to write the word goblin, by the way. But it's just tag mode. See, with tags, you can just do whatever you want. And you're the idiot if you don't see it. What, you don't see it? You don't get tagging. You don't get it. You can even skip letters. Fuck it, right? If you don't see it, it's not the artist's fault. It's your fault. Well, there's goblin somehow in there. let's go to, I think back to orange. We'll add like pink orange though. And we'll kind of do like some block lettering here. Like, what should it say here? Let me see what you guys are saying. Deceptico. Yeah, let's try something like, we won't get, but we'll try like the big block letter. Kind of almost, let's go big. Decepticon. That'd be a good tag name, right? Street name, Decepticon. Okay. I'm sure there's like 400 Decepticons, just for the record. We'll do like these block letters. The standard, like, what do you call it? The paint roller. This should also be pretty dark in the future because it's gonna like dark on this side. And we'll go all the way around. Everything has to hug it. That's the word I was looking for earlier. It needs to, you gotta imagine this is a sculpture and you need to hug it. Let's go with a red, strong red though. A little white, but mostly red. Reds take forever to dry, so let's get some liquid in there. Let's go. Add my name. That's my name. Again, let's go. Some things are actually going to be like, some parts like this probably will be painted on top as well, so they become like layered. You know, it's almost like just kids, decades of abuse. Some things don't need to make sense because they're only remnants of what was once here. I don't even care if like I keep any of the blue of the helmet. You'll see some stuff like in it. I think what we'll do is this too. Go pretty hard in the black. He's battered and bruised. Battered and bruised. Well, since we have this black out, let's go. Now we'll do these like standard tags, like the OG in my, and then yeah, for sure, Decepticon. It's a classic. He would also make the hat green. Oh yeah, I read that. Yeah, Green Goblin, for sure. Let's see. Get your brush right. Get the paint right. So you want it fluid like an ink as much as possible, but not watery. Just like, has to be some consistency. Let's go with right? These like squiggly writings. And then they add the little doodle-doo, doodle-doo. Because I'm writing aggressively and fast. But I'm saying something. Imagine painting. Imagine a painting teacher like the dude from Whiplash. What's that guy's name again? He was from Oz, wasn't he? Wasn't he didn't he? Yeah, I think he was from Oz. Let's do some kind of instead of everything's going across, we'll go down, up and down like this. We need a new color in here. Probably, actually, believe it or not, blue will, if we do a baby blue, maybe a little green. Kind of like these medium stroke letters a lot. This will be in the shadow a little bit. Probably like a face here. Sometimes you actually want confusion and you want, I know what we're missing. Yellow. I'm still imagining your art teacher as the Whiplash teacher. I'm still imagining it. Yellow's tricky. You need a thick layer to accomplish anything. You need like a good mixture. Can't be too translucent. Let's hit it up here. Let's do go aggressive. Get a good base there. It's kind of all over the place. Big tag, but cut off. Whoa, what the hell? Okay. So you don't really get a lot of room for, you have to improvise. Everything's improvise. Let's go here. This yellow. The artist that brought the yellow went crazy. Again, I think this will be tinted quite a bit later. Okay, let's go back here. Let's do like a dark blue, almost black. Things are worn and beat up. I want it like okay, speech bubble, I just saw that, no one. Let me see what else he said. Power lines between the helmet. Church lady from SNL, wow, deep cut. Jim Carrey and the church lady. Overnight. Sneakers dangling over in a cartoon speech bubble in the bottom left corner. Here, okay. Let me get something here. What I will do is look at this. No one. this is for you. No one. Just standard font. And now let's go with, make this speech bubble a little bigger. I like that idea. It'll say no one again. No, I'm just kidding. Everything is so, it's really just going to benefit me to get more on here, and then I can tinker, but I don't want to add more later. I kind of want to get like all the big stuff in here. Here's my name. Let's do the off-white again. But let's add brown to the white mix. Let's add some like kind of earthy colors, kind of like crappy paints. You know, when you're left with one can of spray paint and it's tan color. Let's do tan. So like when I wrote this, the white lettering earlier, I didn't like it, but it's kind of, when you're doing stuff like this, you don't have, like, it's just getting, you're just filling up. This is kind of, I guess, a unique kind of set of circumstances, but I think it's good to understand, like, you can change things and move things around even when you're making a complete mess. We gotta load this up. I think this will make a big change when you fill up this grate in this head. Wear and tear. Abuse. That's what we're trying to convey. A Naki board on a Saturday before time travel at JC Penney Christmas. Yes. JC Penney Christmas party. That sounds like a good movie idea. Now my eyes are locked in onto the helmet like a magnet. Okay, cool. Yeah. I need more. Let's stick to that. I'm gonna stick to my vision. I told you some earthy colors, actually, especially to convey like a really not just aged but chaotic wall here. Let's go with something here. Let's do JC Christmas party. So let's add the JC. J. J. Look at that earthy browny green. J. Like a hard, like JC was here, man. JC. Heading to the JC Christmas party. There's probably so many shenanigans that happen at a JC Christmas party. Human resources, the following week is just chaos. Robert, grab me. It's just straight chaos at the JC Penney Christmas party. Madness. Reminds me of probably like one of those like kind of old movies from the 80s where people are sitting on the photocopier and printing out their genitals. Chaos in the bathrooms. You'd think like they were it was like their last night on Earth. So these earthy tones are gonna, what I swear to God, are these earth colors are what are gonna make it. I can't say that. The earth colors will make this part of the concept, believe it or not. It's not like the bright pinks and yellows, it's the earth colors mashed in with everything. But we do need to add, you got to be aware, let's see, there's a lot of stuff with outlines, right? So let's do that. It's about intention. Especially stuff like this. This goes a long way when it's Let's see the arm tattoo, please. What's going to go on the arm? Flesh Terminator. Oh, Carrie. Good, you should so. I put your J.C. Penney in this stupid thing. J.C. Penney. Where would we be as a society without J.C. Penney? Oh. Forgive me, I gotta do this here. Okay. Arm tattoo, you mean here? I was really gonna tattoo his whole thing. Right now, I can't say anything will happen there, yes or no yet. This is the question. Is more going to happen here? I don't know. I really don't know. Back to red. We need some red, strong red in here. See, there's not a lot. Okay. Kind of like ruin it. Literally ruin it. Like you got a really shitty artist coming in. Oh no, I'll do it. I'll tag it up. That's what he's saying right now. I can tag it up, no problem. Watch and learn. You ruined it. I'm surgical with the sprays. That's what this guy said. I'm surgical. Oh, that's his name. In fact, that's what they call me. Surgical. I'm surgical with the sprays. Surgical went everywhere on this wall, on this piece. This is Surgical's wall now. Okay, again, let me get some kind of like primary red. I think like you know what? Actually, here's a good one. I got a good tag. I actually have an idea for the first time here. Let's go with, I want one of those like 8-bit hearts. I actually might not be able to get it, but let's see, like an 8-bit heart. See what happens when you mix some of the reds with the reds, right? That's kind of how it works. When you mix greens with the greens, but they're like slightly different, and then you start getting this variety and the illusion that it's like kind of like real graffiti. In some cases, I think I can accomplish that. Let's go with the 8-bit heart, 8-bit heart, 8-bit heart. So you have like a line here. Oh, I might have to, okay, let me put on my glasses. I have 3 pairs of glasses. Okay. 8-bit heart, 8-bit heart. You know what I'm talking about? Like the computer graphics. The Super Mario Bros. Style graphic heart. Didn't get it. Onward. I kind of don't want to lose that crown. I need a dynamic pop. Also, the off-white background is like eggshell colored business card from American Psycho. Thin. What's thin? Wondering about Dare style. Similar from Ghostbusters Smoking Crack Commission. I need a dynamic pop. Game over. I need a dynamic pop. A focus, maybe a red Dali style, something. What's the Anaki? You keep saying Anaki. What's an Anaki? A dynamic pop on the helmet, or like an addition to the figure? The addition to the figure is probably not going to happen. I need, what we will do is that now here's like a secret. We're going to go backwards into the helmet. So instead of adding more, you almost want some of the helmet to take over, like come back, you know, when you see like nature's healing itself, that kind of idea. The helmet is fighting back. So when you push back and forth, that's why I said it's a secret, because then you're going to get some interesting depth here. Like kind of what came first, the chicken or the egg, the helmet or the graffiti. But in actual, in some cases, in some places, it actually really needs it, because it's just not fully fleshed out. Anaki, the ancient reptilian race. Something he is looking at. Really? Like over here? Over here? An orb? A Pokemon ball? No, not happening. He's looking at himself in the mirror, if you recall. Not to get too meta, but like that's what he's looking at himself in the mirror. And I don't want to lose that messaging, because this is like a still from the movie. Anaki is really a reptilian race? Where have I been? I've never even heard of that word. So this cannot go undamaged. No. Now turn the painting upside down. No. Daily Fetch, what's up? I would like to see a version of this where these are his own legs, turn around resting on his own chest. They are. Now turn the painting upside down and paint. No, because I'm recording a video. I would. Normally, I really like to turn it around and all kinds of that stuff. It actually makes painting easier sometimes too. I can't turn around because I'm recording the process video overnight, and when I do that, it moves. When I'm recording my process video, it messes it all up and causes me a lot of angst, and so to my own detriment, sometimes I cannot move the piece. The more you move it around and stuff, the worse the process video is. Otherwise, yes, I would put it upside down. That would be helpful. Eradicator. What's that from? Oh yeah, Kids in the Hall. Never mind. Anyone old enough to remember Kids in the Hall? Okay, let's do. I just think it doesn't get. I'll have to add like white around it or whatever. And we'll cover up some of it, fine. We'll add that 3D effect on some of these things. Okay, let me hit it. I need to keep going, keep going, keep going. Andrew WK and Teletubbies mashup. I haven't listened to Andrew WK for decades. Teletubbies. There's a really great artist I see from time to time where they do like the sexy Teletubbies. They win. I really like their Teletubby rendition. It's really good work. Very abstract, but figurative. It's great work. I don't remember the artist, but it's memorable work. It's really well done. I draw and paint here in Las Vegas. Oh, that's sick. And no apologies needed. I think turning things around, turning things upside down is actually really useful. And I think it's a good strategy when painting, and I recommend it even. I just can't because I'm locked into the algorithm. So no, just when I do my process videos, I can't move my camera or the canvas, the panel, until the painting's done. Just lessons learned over the years. If I'm doing a different style of recording, but this I have like the start and the finish. So like I have it just focused on the painting the entire time. Sometimes I move the camera around and then I can turn it upside down. I can do whatever I want. So you can, do what you need to do to get the painting right. In this case, I am limited because I want this whole process captured. And I have that. So when I move it around and then try to get it back to where it was, it's never the same. And that's all. That's why I don't mess around with it. But to get like certain lines and stuff, it'd be ideal to turn it upside down. It's just always Willem Dafoe. Oh no. It's just always Willem Dafoe. Careful. The black's okay because we can cover that up easy. I don't want to touch these little nylon legs. It's just always Willem Dafoe. Can't get around it. Don't like that color. Too yellow ochre. This color's better. It's crazy when like the smallest marks change the whole face. I really like it. I like it for some reason. It sucks when you're finishing something up, but in the middle of it's fun because you're like, why? Wow. Because actually, you'll see in the video, like there was a point where it did look kind of like Christian Bale more than this does. And then you just do a few strokes and he's gone. But because I'm kind of playing in this weird, surreal world, I'm just going with it right now. I'm not too concerned that it doesn't look like Christian Bale right now. And then it leaves William Dafoe, and then it comes back. He came back, like, it's weird. He wants to be here. Yes, that's right. He played, I never watched it. Is it worth watching? The Van Gogh movie? There's another Van Gogh movie where they do it all in paintings, right? Where they paint the entire movie. Every scene is like, it took them 4,000 years to paint, to make it. But is the William Dafoe depiction movie good? So you have to let this set for a while, and then you can take it to another level after it kind of toughens up, dries, touch dry. So now I'm just playing with these. Let's see if I can get anywhere with this face yet. Too bright. Better. You see, like, how much that changed. Just the shape of his eyes. Maybe that's obvious, but for me, it just always blows me away. It's all of a sudden like, who's this now? Still Dafoe, but things shift so dramatically. And kind of the more you do this, the more you play in this world where you kind of have a base, you have a face, obviously, and then you start tinkering. It can be the most depressing process, but it's also the most, it's actually, if you're totally detached, which I am right now, I don't care if there's changes into like anybody at this point. For now, I am looking at, to be completely transparent, I am looking at the Christian Bale reference. But I already know like his chin's out, like there's certain things that I won't be able to get without reshaping the face, which I don't want to do. So you kind of just, it's just, should just be for the love of painting and trying to pull something together. I enjoy it because I really don't care. And then if I mess it up massively, I'll just put tattoos on his face. That's my backup plan. Or it's not that I mess it up, it's more like if I'm just not happy. Because I don't think, like I said, there's not really messing it up. I've already departed from Christian Bale in a sense. So maybe it just ends up being tattoos. We'll see. Oh, gasaholics. Hi, I'm high. Well, I'll take your money. Gasaholics, I'll put a tag in here for you if you want. Tell me what to say. I'll put a tag. You want your name? Gasaholics. Come back to me. Yeah, look at that. No one, look at that. Well, I'll be damned. Just got. Okay. G-A-Z. G-A-H-Z. Your wish is my command. I'm thinking. We'll put you pretty predominantly. Let me see what I don't like so far. Okay, G8. This is even better. Okay, so let's see. There's my 8-bit heart. I think we'll even do like a white outline too. Don't worry, G8 gasaholic, I'm with you. I'm just thinking. I'm taking it seriously, okay? Deceptic. I don't even know what I can say on these streams. But yes, that's a good one. Alexaurus. Okay, G-A-H. Let me see. What color? Gasaholics. Give me a color. That'll help. Whatever the... Come on. Let me give you like a fruity Skittle color. A tropical. No. Let me see what we got in the old treasure chest. Let me see what we got in the old treasure chest. Oh. I think actually orange. Yeah, color. Go for it. Or you're getting orange, unless you're down with orange. Gasaholics, I'm talking to you. I think we're going orange. Too late. Let's see. But we got to be surgical. Orange is cool. Okay. Just seeing how it's painted. Okay. I guess you have to be... I guess, yeah, let's go like a yellow orange here. Change it up. I really like this kind of font. So we'll do that. You're going right on top of everything, all right? It's the best I can do. This is pretty cluttered already. The A didn't come together, but I kind of like this. Just making marks on his face. Okay. Yeah. It was what the piece needed. Look at that. So with the A, let me see if I can, bubble letters is fine. Let's see. Little bum A. Let's see here. We'll even clean it up. So I think actually how to clean it up. Go this way. Don't worry, I'm still here. We're gonna hit it hard. I just need to get my layout. Nevada, shout out to your state, folks. Hieroglyphic in the background letters. I honestly think tropical fuck storm. I'm still stuck on JCPenney Christmas parties. Overnight guitarist mentioned JCPenney Christmas parties, and I don't think I'll ever be the same. Okay. I really do think it needed this. I just want it to work. But you are forever inserted into this. I think the best thing to do would be like a red, deep red, black to give you dominance here. So like kind of a little understroke. And then we'll go like a higher around it again too. So like kind of 3 steps. Give this one some time before you think about it, because I don't know where this piece is going. But I appreciate you, Gas. When I'm in the middle of a piece, I feel a little bit. I don't believe in. I'm not. If it's pretty simple, maybe that's different. But this one, I really kind of trying to still sort out, so I'm not even there. I don't feel like I'm like, yeah, you should buy it, because I'm pretty harsh on myself, so I need to put some more love into here before I can even think like that. That's just an inner thought. But I do really appreciate you, and I'm still haven't finalized this tag yet. We're gonna bring it up. I want it more. It's really gonna be on top. And remember, this whole helmet will be worked on after it's dry. This is just like the foundation, the first floor, the footing, that I can tighten up all these like letters and smooth them out, rough them up, add some cracks in the helmet, make the helmet worn and war torn, all that good stuff. Take anything that's not working, I can fix, like, you know, tidy it up. Like this guy, I don't know what's happening here. But once you have the base in, you can kind of really work with stuff later. But you're there. I just, the only way for me to work on it further is to let it dry. But I appreciate you, Destination Hello, Gasaholics. I appreciate it. Really makes it kind of fun when I'm streaming and that happens. Let me see here. See what happens if we really try to get his eyes down. His mouth is off too, for sure. Like the shape. I think that's what makes it look like Dafoe, and that nose too. What's Sheely? Where am I from? Canada. What's Sheely? Good taste? Oh, it's like Rembrandt soft pastels, Egon. You guys are, what are you talking about? That's one thing that I do think I would tell anyone, like I am, like just trying to figure out their path. I think art school, if I could go back, I would have totally gone to art school. Just for the simple fucking terminology. Like I don't know what my brushes are called. I don't know, and not just the terminology, but even like foundational techniques that I had to learn on YouTube. Would have been nice for to go to art school and figure out that stuff in retrospect. I know art school gets a bad rap these days, but I also think art school would help me with just looking back on it, I would have totally gone. So then I would know what you guys are talking about when you're talking about pastels. Because I need pastels. They don't have pastels where I am. I don't need pastels. I need oil sticks. And I can't get oil sticks where I'm at. And there's a difference, because the oil sticks dry, the pastels like never dry. I like the look of pastels. I want to use them. But they never dry. I don't get it. So what are you supposed to do with pastel? Like you spray them with a fixative, but then you can't paint oil on top of them. The whole thing's a disaster. But that's another reason why I would love to go to art, like figure out, well, how do you do that? How do you like use pastels and like other mediums? Something I've been racking my best sorry, one sec. My best strategy is to use oil sticks, and then I can paint oil on top of them. You'll find oil sticks at industrial supplies places. No offense at all, but you know many art school and art grads doing Uber. Yeah, no, I can imagine. Art school sucks though. You need to check out Egon if you haven't. Yeah, I don't even know what you're talking about. Is that a brand? Egon Schiele? Yes, no, I know art school. I get it. I just now being like an old man, I would love someone telling me that you guys were talking about when you were saying like having a whiplash art professor. That kind of actually that arouses me. Just having somebody that knows their shit, like breathing down your neck. That sounds like, quite pleasurable. But yes, overall, I'm not saying it's an investment. It's just something that I see value for in my own life as I got older. But you can get it most things online these days. And now there's courses but I learned my brush names even from artists like Andrew Tischler, who's like a landscape painter and portrait painter, but also just a really eloquent speaker about the arts. And so he's my art school, Andrew Tischler, but like a professional on all fronts. Recommend looking into his work and his art videos if you're not familiar. But there's like a number of painters like him that really teach you, and he'll tell you what the brushes are. And I'll watch videos on like what's the difference between synthetic brushes and goat hair brushes. But before, when I was younger, I could care less about any of that stuff. It's just steel technique, max passion, and paint. Yes, just paint. Egon Schiele is an artist? Let me see this. What are you talking about? Egon Schiele. Okay. Yeah, I know the work. Never heard the name though. And I don't know all the work. Egon Schiele pronunciation. I don't know if you can hear this. Play it.
Egon Schiele.
Egon Schiele.
Egon Schiele.
Egon Schiele.
Egon Schiele.
Okay. Egon Schiele.
Egon Schiele time period. Egon Schiele was a major Austrian expressionist painter during the 20th century, 1910 to 1918. Hi, Pumpkins. Okay. Okay, so you guys are my art school, my art history, my art. You guys can be my teacher. Look at that. Jerry Shawback from Las Vegas has been my mentor for the last 15 years. Okay, another name I'll look up. Once you see Egon. Okay, all right, I appreciate it. Oh. Can I do anything now? Egon Schiele. Egon Schiele. Huh. It reminds me of the William Dafoe meme where he's like, I consider myself a scientist. So when you guys are humbling me with these new artists, I feel like, well, I consider myself quite the aficionado, and then you throw that out there and I have no idea who you're talking about. I thought you were talking about pastel brands. Well, I'll just take a seat in the back here. Talking pastel brands. This is the right color, actually. You see that change? Something changed right there. I told you. Where's William Dafoe now? You jerks. Where's William Dafoe now? He'll come back. He always comes back. Don't worry. He always comes back. That's an interesting color. I'm not sure we're there yet, though. No. But no, just when you're using, just you guys answer me. When you're using pastels, can you only use pastels because they don't dry? Like they're wax, right? They never dry. I was doing tons of investigating about it. So I was using pastels and oil paints, and it's just like a no-go. So that's why I wanted oil sticks. You told me that industrial places have oil sticks. That's very helpful. Never thought of that. But like where I'm at, I was looking all over the place for them, asking different art shops, and then I can order them for a couple $100 from Japan, and that's not happening. Because I want to use them to make like outlines and marks like you would with pastels, but then I can't go over the pastels with anything. So using mixed media with pastels is like a non-starter. And I really don't like the fact that they don't dry, but I do like using them. So that's my conundrum for the day. So my best solution was, okay, well, let's use oil sticks. Saw some artists on in TikTok or something using oil sticks, because the oil sticks dry. So then you can also mash them up with oil paint. Unless I'm just missing something about pastels. That's why. If I'm missing something, you know the brand, Egon Schiele pastels. No. Oh God, oh God. Okay. Step back, look at your painting. Overnight guitarist, this is where I would turn it upside down. Have a look at it. Another good tip is take a photo of your painting on your phone. If you're looking at a reference, then you can compare the image of your paint from the image on your phone to the actual reference image. You can see what you're missing there. Right now we're closing in on some progress with the face now. Let's see, back to it then. But Dafoe's gone. Just like that, never existed. You never saw him. Just a mystery, a myth. This is wrong. Let's exaggerate actually. This is called an exaggeration. I'm adding colors that are really probably not, they're more subtle than they are here. These blues and grays. But better than too dark at this point. Let's calm down. Okay, it's here. No one will ever know. Donut versus hot dogs. Just blew 4 months. Why'd you do that? Donut versus hot dog. You don't need to blow your sobriety. Get back on the wagon. I don't drink anymore. I couldn't do what I'm doing right now. Balancing act of getting sloshed. Put it down, go for a walk, get yourself together. You know, do that whole thing where you slap yourself in the mirror. Say, what are you doing with your life? But donuts for a hot dog. I'm happy you saw that. Yeah, I don't drink anymore because I don't want to lose my mind. It would also go like, it ends up being something, takes me away from what I like to do. If you like to drink, well then you're good. But I'd rather be creating shit. But to each their own. I'm just worried I'd lose my mind. Oh, food's here. Cap, Babning, cap. I'm gonna say goodbye, so Babning. I mean Nenton. Can you jive on? Yeah. Chaba. Well, I appreciate all the conversations today. Gasaholics, I appreciate your lovely motivational purchase. I'll hit you up later. You can see the final thing maybe in a couple of days. I'll post the video of the whole thing coming together. But I wanted to catch today on a live because I thought it'd be fun to put the graffiti because it's pretty like loosey-goosey application and it's fun. My food's here and I better eat. I'm pretty hungry. No one, always a pleasure. Overnight guitarist, nice to meet you. Get back on the wagon. It's worth it. 4 months is good too. You can get it again. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Keep in touch. We'll come back to, oops. There'll be a lot of this later on today, like these little type of progressions. All right, let's see that again. Oh, yeah, that's probably right. Okay, guys, everybody, thank you. Appreciate you. Till next time.